What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. It's your boy Terabyt Reacts in the house once again with some more Sopranos season 3 episode 6 today. As I said last night, it's still the same day. I just took a long nap. And I say, you know what, I have to get the Sopranos done this weekend. Season 3, get it done this weekend. So I'm prepared. I'm feeling refreshed. Yesterday, the only reason why I probably what I should have done yesterday was just react to the Sopranos yesterday and then finish up Squid Game today, but I kind of split the day between the two and got 5 episodes of Squid Game done. So I can put off Squid Game because Squid Game is going to be new. I can take my time with it, so I'm not going to worry too much about it getting it done today. If I do have the time or I feel up to it, because I still have to edit these videos, so if I feel up to it, then I'll knock out the final 4 episodes of Squid Game. But it is what it is. I mean, the Squid Game episodes are guaranteed, you know, an hour or more. So it's like those episodes are really long. So when it comes on to the Soprano, I going to try to do this 8-hour session right now, sitting down and getting these episodes done. Then I'm gonna have to edit them. I don't know how long that's going to take me. I'll probably get half of the season edited so that I can put that out on early access. Then I'll get the next 7 done. But I'm definitely going to finish the Sopranos in this session here. I'm refreshed. I'm ready to go. So if you guys don't know yet, by the time you're watching this episode on the channel, episode 6, I am fairly sure that all these episodes have already dropped on early access. So telling you all of this during my intros doesn't really concern you much, but at the same time, it is very important to know my journey and how hard I am working for y'all. I tell you guys this because I want you guys to understand that doing this kind of stuff is not easy, and people may look at reactors and think their job is easy, especially the ones that are not putting out, like, you know, tons of content. They just concentrate on one thing. People who are here doing multiple shows and stuff like that, for you guys, the subscribers, it's a journey, man. It's a journey. And then when you go through that and then YouTube messes with your channel and stuff like that, it makes it even more stressful. It's like what I am going through right now, which is a lot of stress because I'm basically have to be building my backup channel from the ground up, because I don't think my original channel is ever going to be fixed. So I'm basically building a channel again from the ground up, doing the same content, not even this, no difference at all, doing the same content that I was doing before. I'm not planning to move, pretty much. I'm planning to probably move some of that stuff and re-edit them and put them on the backup channel, but we'll see how that goes. If there's any series that you guys want to see that's on the original channel and you don't want to watch the full reactions, let me know and I will edit those for you and put them on the backup channel. All right, so just let me know. All right, we're gonna jump into episode 6, man. I'm hyped to see some more Sopranos, so let's jump into it and I will see you guys for the review. Bread.
Well, Russell Crowe, I mean, he's trapped, right? They're gonna sever off his head, and he's telling him how to do it?
I know. And then he yanks a sword from that dude. That was so fat. What about when the guy gets hit with that spike thing and chunks of his head go flying?
Enough already.
Well, we're making conversation.
I know, but people are trying to eat.
Thank you.
Why do you let him watch this garbage? Aaron Brockovich, that was a nice one.
I didn't care for it.
You did too. What are you talking?
See what that is?
Oh my God. The worst things is when women trying to tell you what you like. Like I just said, I didn't like it. What do you mean?
Here he is, Fresh Prince of New Jersey.
Hey.
How you doing?
don't get up, don't get up.
I'll fix your plate.
Sit down. Have something to eat.
No, I can't. Dino's already out in the car.
You sure? Something quick? Why don't you go bring him in?
Next time.
I'll leave him in the mailbox.
It's all right, we'll use my set.
I'll put him on the counter.
What am I, the invisible man here?
Hey, man. Your sister around?
She decided to stay at school and study. Any message?
No, just, hello. I'm gonna hit the road. Sorry to interrupt your dinner.
Stay out of trouble. So handsome. Good kid.
Little pig-headed, you ask me. Every advantage of this kid. College, good home life. I had to quit school in 11th grade. Help my mother. Supposed to be an architect.
Congratulations. Okay.
Hello? I'm sorry. I just don't know where else to go.
That girl is depressed. What is
Hanging out?
wrong?
Where?
Wrong with her?
You okay?
I went over. See that movie over at the student union? Old, like, horror film or something. Freaks.
Todd Browning, 1932.
Had all these horrible people in it with pointy heads and stuff. And this one guy had no legs. He just hopped around on his hands.
Caitlyn, we talked about this. You can't keep exposing yourself to things that upset you.
I know, it's just... why is other people's pain a source of amusement?
Caitlyn, what the hell are you doing?
It's just a habit.
Well, stop it, all right? You're gonna be bald. It's obsessive compulsive.
I'm gonna head upstairs.
Oh, don't go on account of me.
I have that poli-sci paper anyway.
Please don't be mad.
I'm not mad. It's just you're really moody,
That girl needs serious help.
I think I miss my ferrets.
You gotta snap out of this, Caitlyn. Maybe you need to talk to somebody.
I'm already taking those Buspar pills.
Well, maybe that's not enough.
She needs help.
Where are you going?
The library.
She doesn't... Oh, God. Taking the sharp stuff.
See you later.
I'm sure coming here has been a culture shock for her. I mean, for us, LA, New Jersey, we're kind of used to the mean streets, For someone like Caitlyn from, Bartlesville, Oklahoma, New York's probably a little overwhelming. Maybe we should try and be patient with her. What?
Nothing.
I don't think that's culture shock, though.
Most guys wouldn't even give a shit.
Well, I'm not most guys.
What's up with the creepy smile, man? I'm not most guys. Oh, yeah? Is it? I wonder if,
Do you have a time?
I wonder if,
I was up all night. You could have called or something.
Sorry, I didn't realize I need your permission to visit my house.
Sorry. It's just... I kept having this image of you in the hospital with your throat cut.
I appreciate your concern, but maybe you should focus on your own problems, okay?
There's this thing on TV once about that pilot.
alright, this is issue. And this is what I don't like. This girl is obviously going through something. And I get it. People want to live their lives. They don't want to deal with other people's problems. But stuff like this, when I see stuff like this, I don't know, I can't ignore it. I can't I can't ignore stuff like this. I can't take myself away from it. I've dealt with mental health, like, personally, not for myself especially, but you know what I'm saying? I for 5 years I had to deal with someone that was bipolar. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't pretty. You get what I'm saying? This is obviously not signs of bipolar. She's obviously having mental issues. She's pulling her hair out. This is not a situation of where she has a phobia. This is straight up mental health. She's going through something, and she's probably going to have a psychotic break because she's constantly worried about stuff. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's the pressure of school. I don't know what it is, but she is basically dysfunctional right now. She can't function right. And college is probably the worst place she can be right now because there's so much pressure to perform. You get what I'm saying? And then you have somebody that's, maybe you don't really consider her a friend. And I get it with Meadow. Maybe you don't really consider her a friend. You've already told her she needs to get some help. She needs to speak to someone. But sometimes you got to take that extra step to actually get that person the help that they need. Sometimes. You get what I'm saying? In this situation, I know Meadow wish she didn't have to deal with this. I've been around the people who didn't want to deal with that person that was bipolar. I've been around people that they don't want to deal with it. You get what I'm saying? But sometimes when that situation is there, you just have to deal with it. And I've learned that a lot of times when you see the signs of people who are they're losing it, don't wait till they've lost it to be concerned to a point. You get what I'm saying? And then you're living in this zone of regret. If I was Meadow, I would walk this girl to go get help. To a therapist. Colleges always provide free therapy. Somebody that can help her through this. Pills alone cannot help this girl. Pills alone can't help her. She needs to go talk to someone. If you can't do it, if you can't sit down and take on all of that, nobody really wants to sit down and take on all of that, somebody else's problems on themselves. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to do that. So get her some help. It might be for her better. You know what I'm saying? She's not a drug addict. She's not, you get what I'm trying to say? Like, she's not like having a pill problem or anything like that where, you're going to suggest rehab or anything like that. This is a situation that if you actually care about someone other than yourself, you get what I'm saying? She's just worried about her sexy time. That's what she's worried about. When somebody is in need, sex is way down there on the list. You get what I'm trying to say? And it seems like, I don't remember her name, but it seems like she considers Meadow a friend. You get what I'm saying? And this girl she's not outright saying that she needs help, but she's screaming at her for help in her own way. She wants to get help. And she feels like Meadow is that only sounding board that she has, but Meadow don't want to deal with it. But she needs to get her some help. March her to a therapist, man. Even if you don't care that much. I'm just saying, it's just one of those things for me. Like, when I see stuff like this, it aches me.
Charles Lindbergh, and about how his baby was kidnapped and killed. Jesus Christ already!
Screaming at her is not gonna help her.
I didn't know. Yeah, well, at least you have a boyfriend.
That is what I...
To put her out of your mind.
Duh, if I could do that. Maybe you should find her a guy. Don't you have any friends?
Do you really think I'd subject one of my friends to Caitlyn?
Caitlyn, that's her name.
I have an idea. I think her birthday's coming up. Why don't we take her out, like to celebrate?
You mean like to live bait?
Temporary
Drunk, maybe
solution.
we'll cheer her up.
mean she's bad enough.
That's never a cure for depression.
But I know it would cheer you up.
Oh yeah.
Oh God.
Go to the fuse. Well, happy birthday to us all.
Honestly, I didn't notice that at all.
This guy Jeff kept staring at me.
What do you think? You want to check out Smokes?
I'm a little tired, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, right. It is getting a little late.
Oh my God. That is so sad.
The chairs, the pairs, the bears, the social security cards.
Come on, Caitlyn.
No, I mean, we should give her some money.
Well, you steaming me like that. Mary, Mary.
Caitlyn. Excuse me, miss. Oh my God.
Not big.
God. It was so horrible.
It's over, Caitlyn, okay?
How can you be so callous? That was the most horrific thing ever.
It was a homeless woman with a Daily News up her butt.
Every time I close my eyes, I just keep seeing her. Oh my God.
Caitlyn, why don't we go over to the health center? They'll help you. They'll give you something to calm down at least.
No. No more drugs.
Caitlyn, don't start drinking. Come on.
Didn't you guys take her out drinking just now?
I have to get up really early tomorrow. Josh is on the red eye from LA, and my friend Josh from Crossroads High School, I didn't tell you.
No.
Sorry. I thought I did. Anyway, he's coming in, and we're gonna head up and see his brother in Hampshire. Try and get some rest, okay?
Where do you think she sleeps at night?
Alright, let's pause here. Some thoughts. I mean, the situation with Caitlyn is she's obviously depressed. Like, you know, she needs to go see someone. Meadow needs to walk her ass to a therapist. Like, that's what I would do. Especially on a college campus where therapy is free, literally free. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to pay a dime for it because it's part of, you know what I'm saying, your tuition. It's just one of those things, man, where I'm looking at it, I'm like, I get it. Trust me. I get why Meadow don't want to deal with it. Because there were times I didn't want to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? But you have to push past that to help the person because, you know, that she could technically come in there one day and see her laying on the floor, wrist cut, because when you see a person questioning life like that, that means they don't actually see their value anymore, their own value. You get what I'm saying? And then on top of that, she's seen other people in certain situations. Then she's questioning about how people can live so callous and these other stuff. When you see people like that, they're depressed. They don't understand their value anymore. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, look how mellow she was. Like, the first time we saw her on screen, like, she came into the room. She was very bubbly. You know what I'm saying? And then, just like that, she just start questioning everything. And some people might look at it and be like, oh, that's just a symptom of going to college. You know, you start questioning a lot of things because of whatever classes you may be taking and stuff like that. Things challenges your ideas and stuff like that. But this girl is going through something. She's obviously depressed, and I think Meadow should go a little bit further with helping her and not be so annoyed. But I do understand why she is annoyed, though, for sure. Damn. Going home in the morning, Tony? Damn.
Tony?
Oh,
Have a
God.
second? Listen, I know you said we can't be friends, but there's no one else I can talk to. I'm pregnant. It's Ralphie's.
Congratulations.
I don't know what to do. He acts like he doesn't give a shit.
Do you ever think he's not acting?
What should I do? Should I keep it?
I don't get involved in affairs of the heart.
But if I have it, you think he'll help me support it?
Oh, sure. It'll be Father knows best over there. Would you want my advice? You already got one kid. Problems with that, burning them with cigarettes, whatever the fuck you were doing.
I got hope for that. I had a lot of repressed anger. The county social worker says it all goes back to my mom and holding my hand on the stove.
Whatever, okay? Your age, your situation, you need another kid like you need a fucking hole in the head. You're young. Still got your figure. You're making money.
So you think I should get an abortion?
Believe me, but Ralphie is the father, you'll be doing this kid and the next 3 generations a favor.
I would have walked over there and slapped the shit out of you. What do you mean? What?
She's at her parents'.
Oh. Want to hang out?
I'm writing my paper.
You mind if I just sit and study then? I'm fine, really. It's just, you know, it's creepy up there alone.
All right.
I talked to my mom, and she wants me to go to Vermont this weekend.
For what?
Friends of my dad's. Paul and Irion Dudley. Paul's a psychiatry professor at Dartmouth Medical School, and they have a horse farm and ride and talk. Paul's very inspiring. Sounds good. I just feel better already. Irion is an amazing cook. Now, if I just don't get freaked out by the sound of the pine trees at night, I'm going to Noah's.
What?
C fucking minus, and it's all her fault. You know, 6 hours I'm trying to work, and she just won't stop.
Tell me about it.
The questions, the whining, the crazy goddamn nonsense. I mean, she starts crying about her economics class. She doesn't get it. So I give her my notes from last year. I'm talking primo notes. I got an A. But even that's the problem. She doesn't understand my writing. What does this word mean? Blah, 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 blah.
Nothing's ever enough with her.
I mean, I know I'm the RA, but technically she's not even on my floor. C minus. Really beautiful, Noah.
It's not that bad, okay?
I want options when I graduate, Meadow. I'm going to law school in 2 short years. A C minus is fucked for me.
Early in the semester, you'll make it up.
Is that?
Where's Tracey?
She's busy.
Hey, Sil.
Put your shoes on.
Oh. What'd I say?
I don't know. What'd you fucking say? 3 days she missed work.
I've been sick, Sil.
Oh, yeah? I called your house. Your mother says you haven't been there for 2 days either.
I would see her. Ralph's taking care of me.
Scuzzy, you got a little kid at home.
Her mother's watching him.
Mind your fucking business, Ralph.
Oh, where do you get the balls to come here?
3 grand is cutting to me. And where do I get my fucking balls?
Go on, get out of here. Let's go!
What's the matter with you, huh? You know how many girls with kill for the opportunity you got?
What, working for you?
Oh, go ahead. Keep it up.
Give me a break. In 2 seconds, I could get a job at any other...
Listen to me, you little bujack. Till you pay what you owe, that shaved twat of yours belongs to me. You understand? I asked you a question. Yeah, now get in the car.
didn't tell me this place was so fancy.
Calm down. It's just my father. Believe me, it'll be nothing compared to meeting your dad.
No.
There he is.
Hey. Hey, Dad. Meadow.
I don't think it's gonna go as well as you think, buddy.
Len Tannenbaum, please sit.
Tannenbaum.
How's the fight?
Aside from Tim Daly chewing my ear for an hour, it was wonderful.
The guy from Wings? You know him?
He did his deal for Fugitive.
Usually I enjoy a late in New York. 5 hours without interruptions. It's the only time I get to do some real work.
Unbelievable. He flies first class, personal DVD player with any movie he wants. Never even opens the case.
Bad enough representing these people. I have to suffer through their movies, too.
God, it must be so exciting being an entertainment lawyer. To meet all the celebrities.
It beats working for a living.
He's in town to meet with Dick Wolf.
The sportscaster?
Actually, he's a TV producer. Special Victims Unit, Law and Order.
New York Undercover.
I used to love that show.
Good evening. May I offer you a cocktail before dinner?
Guys, are we drinking
Dick
wine?
Wolf. Dick Wolf is a legend, bro.
Clobagaz, the 94, if you've got it.
Legend. He's created so many good TV shows. Ridiculous.
So, Meadow, what business is your father in?
Actually, he's in waste management.
Ah, toxic chemicals, medical waste, that sort of thing?
Yeah, sort of. Environmental cleanup.
Hey, that guy cut the line. What's the matter?
Told Caitlyn if we went to the movies, I'd call her. Starting to feel bad.
I stopped feeling bad the second I saw that grade. Did I tell you my father's filing a restraining order against her?
What? You're kidding, right?
You obviously don't know my father. He totally freaked when he heard about the C-.
Well,
What?
I mean, couldn't you try talking to her at first?
At this point,
She thinks we're her friends.
we have to set limits. When the girl was ruining our lives, think about it, we couldn't do anything without her horning in. And we certainly couldn't take her to see this.
And you certainly wasn't trying to help her either. So, oh my God. Wow. Wow.
Oh, what, not even a hello?
Fuck you, asshole.
Oh, that's nice. Very nice. That's how you talk to a man in front of his friends?
Yeah, right. What man?
Oh, a double.
Tell me, sweetie.
I like this girl.
Women, women, women. Why was I born handsome instead of rich?
Leave me alone.
What's the matter with you? What are you being like this for?
Fuck you. 3 days you don't call, even to see how I am.
Baby, I'm busy. I gotta work. How else am I gonna take care of you when you're 9 months pregnant?
You serious?
Of course I'm serious. We'll get a little house.
Yeah. Right there, you should have been like,
know that
you
guy
ain't
who's a
doing
mortgage
that.
broker?
Really?
Oh my God.
Ralphie, I love you.
I love you too.
Yeah, Ralphie, he's probably going to kill your ass. Mhm. gets punched in the stomach, bro. Christ, man.
Look at you now. Give me a fucking drink.
What happened to you?
Oh. Tracey. She slipped. We were arguing, I don't know. She fell.
Death, bro.
Where is he?
Inside.
Go get him. She fell?
It's my story.
Stupid motherfucker. How fucking dare you?
Take it easy.
You don't think. You disrespect this place. That's the reason why you were passed the fuck over.
It's my fault she's a klutz. You out of your fucking mind laying your hands on me?
This is the boss of this family. Shut the fuck up.
I'm a main guy!
And
We gotta get you out of here. Place open? No. Fuck. Get the fuck out of here, Ralph. Keep that back door locked and get her the fuck out of here.
You got a rug, piece of carpet? Come
Yeah.
on.
Cocksucker was way out of line.
20 years old, this girl.
That too.
Let's go.
I think we need to talk. I think that maybe we've been saying too much of each other.
And?
I don't know. I mean, I really like you, Meadow. It's just, I don't think we should see each other anymore.
yeah, that's
Can you camp with me?
You're really that surprised.
Why? I mean, things were going so good.
Honestly, you're too negative. It's like you have this underlying cynicism about everything.
What are you talking about?
I
what?
really didn't want to get into this.
Meadow's negative? What the hell is this nigga talking about?
So things are better then?
Oh,
It's our first session?
So like prize fighters,
I
man.
guess. We seem to talk more easily. Sometimes even painful sessions can break the log jam. Yes. And in this, you're being particularly quiet today.
Sometimes I got nothing to say.
Anthony, Carmela is here. She's giving up her time to talk about your panic attacks.
young man who worked for us, borough sanitation. He died.
Who?
Who? You don't know. He died, that's all. Work-related death.
Ah, man. These episodes are heavy as
Sad, but
hell,
they go
bro.
so young.
Man. I know sometimes I come in these reviews, and I know, there's gonna be people who disagree with my point of views, and there's gonna be people who agree with my point of views. You know what I'm saying? When it comes on, there's been some really heavy episodes this season. Like, I'm talking about like some real shit, some real life shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not even concentrating on the mob stuff this season. It's just about like some real life dealing with shit. I'm gonna give my perspective on Caitlyn. Right? Caitlyn needs help. She needs help. And the thing about it is this. I get it. People like that, annoying as hell. Like, let's not pretend like it's not annoying. It is annoying to, us who, you want to have a chill vibe, you know what I'm saying? You want to deal with other people's problems. I get it, right? But she needs help. And she's screaming silently for the help. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you can suggest to people like that they go get help, but they're not going to get the help themselves. You gotta drag them to it, man. You gotta drag them to it. If you're not going to be able to sit down and reason things out with them and let them get that stuff off their chest, you gotta drag them to somebody who will listen. Especially in a situation where she can get that help for free, you can drag her to it, man, because I think she would listen to Meadow if Meadow actually is stern about it. I don't think Meadow is a negative person. I don't know what the hell Mr. Tenenbaum is talking about. I don't know what Noah is talking about. I don't think Meadow is a negative person. I think he broke up with Meadow because of his dad. He may not outright say it, but I think that's why he did it. Because his dad is probably pretty strict about him and his education. But I don't think it's about her being negative. I don't see her as being a negative person. For the most part, she was agreeing with him. And it's one of the worst things when, you know what I'm saying, you wait. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure she didn't start being negative after you had sex with her. And that's why it comes off as a bit scummy. Because you waited until you took her virginity and then you broke it off with her because you said she's being negative. Makes no fucking sense. Okay? You could have broke this off a long time ago. But that's why I said it's not because of that. You're making up a reason to break up with her, and that's fine. That's your prerogative. You're making up a reason. I get it. I don't think it has anything to do with that. I think this has a lot to do with his dad. I think his dad probably met Meadow and felt like she wasn't up to par. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, maybe he did his homework on who Meadow is, or maybe he even told his dad who her father actually is. You get what I'm saying? Or maybe he did his homework and found out, oh, her father is Tony Soprano, blah, blah, blah. You can't be with her. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I'm thinking. Now, I'm going to move on to the Tracey stuff because Tracey was a very interesting. In this episode, they kind of contrasted between her and Caitlyn. And both girls are going through a lot. You get what I'm saying? They're going through a lot. Tracey is your typical abused child. You know what I'm saying? End up in a life she don't want to be in, but it feels like it's the only choice she has. She has abused her kid, because we all know abuse is like, you know, abused people tend to abuse other people. It's just it you know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. It's just a tendency. It's not 100% when it does happen, but it definitely it's more likely to happen that an abused person will abuse another person because they probably think that shit is normal, right? So the situation with Ralph, I do not like Ralph. Ralph is the most hated in the show right now. I don't like his character. He's such a dum-dum. He's always talking about these movies and all this other stuff. His jokes, I don't even know where they're laughing at his jokes. Like, his jokes are so flat and stupid. You know what I'm saying? And he's out of control. He's completely out of control. Has no respect for being, you know, amongst the other guys and stuff like that. There's a certain type of respect and a certain type of way that you got to carry yourself. And for him to be a made man and carry himself like this, and then he got passed over, and maybe that's why he's acting out, I don't care, but that still doesn't mean, listen, I get it. You know what I'm saying? She is to beat a woman to death like that. Like, I couldn't even it irks me, man, when I see stuff like that, whether on screen or in real life. It hurts a part of my soul. You know what I'm saying? It hurts a part of my soul when I see it, because I'm just like, this shit actually does happen in real life. You know what I mean? This shit, people are actually this ignorant to beat somebody to death, beat a woman to death, a man beating a woman to death, or beating a woman overall, putting their hands on a woman overall. Like, we have guys out here that are doing that with no remorse whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? With zero remorse, they're doing this. Zero remorse. They don't care. They don't care. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted Tony to give him the same treatment, but they took him off of him because for some reason, from my perspective, Tony should be able to beat him to death as well. I don't care if I guess if you're a made man, I guess, I don't even know how it works, bro. I don't know mob rules. My thing is, when I look at it from this perspective, Tony should be able, he's lucky that it's the mob and there's protocol. He's lucky, because a damn sure if it was the cartel, you getting popped right there and then. There's no question asked. There's no protocol, bruh. If the boss disagree with something that you did right then and there, you're getting popped right there and then. They not waiting. They're not asking nobody for permission. You get what I'm saying? It's not happening. Okay? You know what I'm saying? From what I know about it, they don't play those kind of games, bro. You basically just cost somebody money. You know what I'm saying? You basically just cost somebody money because she owed Sil money, right? She owes Sil money, so but he doesn't care because he feels like but you know what? I'm gonna chill. That was a really brilliant, that episode was definitely there to rile you up if you have not been riled up. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things where it's like you're seeing it on screen and you're like, why is this happening? Why does he feel like, you know what I mean? That's crazy. I just don't understand, why do men feel like it's okay to hit women? Like, or some way to justify it. Like, you get what I'm trying to say. Like, it doesn't mean that women don't do stuff to deserve to get hit. You just don't do it, man. You don't do it. You have any one of us, we can overpower a woman. It's not 100% because there are some women that can overpower some men, some weak men. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about mentally weak. I'm talking about physically weak. There are some women out there that are stronger than some men, scrawny men out there. You know what I'm saying? So it's not 100% that all men can, you know, do what you do. You know what I'm saying? So it's more of like a situation where, yes, women do stuff that deserve to be hit, but you just don't do it because women are too frail for the most part. They are very frail in physical stature, right? It doesn't take much to do what Ralphie just did. It really doesn't. Women are so frail, like you could fracture their skull with the simplest, with not even using your full force of hitting them. They everything about their makeup is, maybe frail is a bit of an overstatement, I should say. Maybe frail is too much. Their bone structure is weaker than men. Everything about it, bone density is just it's just weaker, right? So you just don't do it, man, because you could really hurt like fatally a woman by not even using your full strength on a woman. You know what I mean? So you just don't do it, man. You just don't do it. And as I said, man, it just hurts a part of my soul when I see it, because I'm just like, dude, you can walk away. You didn't even have to go out there and confront her about it. She was upset. You didn't call her in 3 days to check up on her. You know she's pregnant. All this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? She was upset. She mouthed it off. You know, we all get that from women all the time. Like, that's not something that that is new to any man out there. Like, a woman mouthing off, like that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? It's what they do, man. So this episode was a really hard one to get through, I'm not gonna lie. I really feel for Caitlyn though, because Caitlyn really needs a friend right now, and she doesn't have one, and I'm afraid that she's probably going to hurt herself. Like, that's what I'm really worried about with her. You know what I'm saying? Meadow, you know what I'm saying? See, now you're by yourself now, because you know he broke up with you. What you gonna do now? You're probably going to seek out Caitlyn, because nobody in your house want to hear that bull crap. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's gonna want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? It's a part of life. Gave away your cherry, and now that man is not in your life anymore. It happens to so many women. You know what I'm saying? This is not new in that situation at all. But I think now she's gonna want to turn to Caitlyn now as her friend, right? Because, you know, that's how it is. But anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in. As always, I'm on to watch episode 7. Can't wait to see more of this, man. This season is really like one of, I'm not even kidding, like the writing for this season is better than the previous seasons for sure. They're diving deeper in certain issues that as I said, this show has been really surprising me at what is at the core of what the story is trying to tell. Like, they're touching on subjects that I didn't expect them to touch. I think this was just gonna be mob, you know what I'm saying? But in some aspects, the mob side of things is really just a side story. It's like, oh, they're a part of the mob. Sometimes you really got to remind yourself to the way how things are going. Like, you got to remind yourself that they are a part of the mob, because it's like a side story to what you're actually like involved in, you know, the Sopranos family life, and that's what you're watching. And they just happen to be a part of the mob. It's not necessarily that they're part of the mob and you're seeing family stuff here and there. It's the family, and then you're seeing the mob side of things as like a side story of it all. You get what I'm saying? So Want to watch some more episodes? Don't forget to like the video, comment. I will see you guys next time for some more Sopranos. I'm out. Peace.